Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to say all praises to Yahawah by Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders of GMS. And shalom to the brothers out there that's pushing the word in sincerity and in truth. Okay? Now the show I'm going to get into right now on GMS Precepts is the cost of discipleship. Alright? Because when you come into this, it's not an easy road. One thing brothers got to remember when they come into this, okay, the scriptures say you have to forego everything. Forget your family, forget your job, forget women, forget everything. Why? Because in the kingdom you get that 100-fold. Alright, and that's the scripture I'm going to get into right now. This is I'm going to get into Matthew's. That's with my first scripture. I'm going to get into Matthew's 19. I'm going to start at the 27th verse. Matthew's 19 and 27. It says, Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? Right, and that's what you do when you come into this truth. You've forsaken all. That's what you're supposed to do. You forsake women. You forsake your kids. I'm not saying don't be no deadbeat, but if you can, don't let that. What I mean by that is don't let certain situations prevent you from doing the work, because that's what a lot of brothers do and wind up falling out. Right? It says, "We have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?" And Yahawashi answered and said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that hath forsaken houses, and brethren, and sisters, and father, and mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. Right? So that's something that we're supposed to do. The disciples, they forsook everything. You had certain disciples that had pretty good jobs. All right, they had decent jobs as fishermen, as carpenters. But you know what? They forsook that to do the work for the Lord and to be with Yahawashi. Now, the disciples being our examples, that's the spirit we're supposed to be in. So if you have somebody in the camp, all right, or if you have somebody in this truth that's talking and saying, "Oh, I want to, try to get I'm trying to my job, I'm trying to get into this union, so I can't really come out, I can't do the work, I can't do as many shows." He's not in the right spirit. The spirit you're supposed to be in is to forsake everything. Oh, you know what? Damn, I gotta take care of my kids on Saturdays, so you know what? I really can't make it out, or I really couldn't study because I got my seed with me. You know what? You're not in the right spirit. All right, and there's a good chance the Lord's not dealing with you. Right? And the next precept I'm going to get to link that up is in Luke 9 and 62, which is another example of discipleship. Right? It says, you know what, I'll start at 61. Luke 9 and 61. And another also said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell, which are at home at my house. And Yahawashi answered and said unto him, No man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. So that plow represents what? Doing the work. Doing the work of the Lord. Doing as many shows as you can. Going out there in the highways and byways, professing the name of the Lord and His Son. Alright? Going out there, waking up the elect through the Spirit, condemning the so-called white man. That's part of the work, as well as keeping the commandments, keeping the high holy days, keeping the Day of Atonement, keeping the Sabbath. That's part of the work. So if you've got worldly things that's preventing you from doing the work, you're looking, that's equating you to looking back. And guess what? Anybody that looks back into the world or goes back into the world, the scripture says you're not fit for the kingdom of heaven. You're not fit for the kingdom of heaven. Okay? You're not fit, because the cost of discipleship is the cost of being in here. The scripture tells you in Ecclesiastes that anybody that in Sirach and Apocrypha, anybody that comes into the truth, prepare your soul for temptation, which means what? You're gonna go through a lot of tribulations. You're gonna lose women. You're gonna lose certain jobs. All right. Why? Because that's all the purification that the Most High is doing to His elect. All right, which is at the end is going to make you stronger. When you purify gold, what it becomes stronger. You know, it becomes more stronger and durable. So that's what the Most High is doing to His children. And anybody that falls on the wayside, hey, you know what? Now is where we're getting too close to try to baby anybody. So what we got to do now is keep moving, man. Just keep them moving. If anybody falls out, no matter how close he is to you, you know what? Keep him moving, because that's part of prophecy. It's prophecy that you got some people, some brothers that's gonna fall out. You can't do nothing about it. Hey, the elders always say they've seen thousands of brothers fall out. Now it's coming to pass that now we're seeing those examples. It's not thousands, but you know what? It could be a brother close to you. It could be a brother from another camp. You see him falling out. That's all part of prophecy, and it's going to happen. All right? Because it tells you in Amos that the Lord is sifting the house of Israel. And you know what? We see it before our very eyes. But you know what? Each man has their own path. It tells you in Philippians 2:12. All right? You have to be worried about your own salvation. Help brothers if you can. But if you see a brother talking about, look, I want to try to get a job. You know, the job I'm doing, I'm trying to get into the union. So, you know what? I can't make it out this day. I can't, you know, do a show with you or whatever. Might not be a man of the Lord. Why? Because his spirit, his mind's not in the right mindset. It's not in the right place. All right? So with that, that's my show, GMS Precepts. Shalom.